Have y'all seen this? It's just a short list of things you can blame your father for. Welcome to She Knows DNA. My name is Ivana, and I am a board certified genetic counselor. First things first, I am recording this on Juneteenth, 2026. Therefore, happy Freedom Day to us. It is also Father's Day weekend, so I had an idea. Can you guess the subject matter? I'll give you a second to think. You've had enough time. Let's get into it. Let's talk about a list of conditions and features that are only passed down through your daddy. Number one, fetal sex. So for girls looking at their chromosomes, they're expected to have two X's. Males have an X and a Y. We all get one copy of each chromosome from each parent. So it is going to be a flip of a coin. So for women, all we have to pass down is an X, okay? But men, it's either X or Y. If the man passes down an X, you have yourself a baby girl. If Y, you have a baby boy. Number two, syndactyly, otherwise known as webbed toes. That feature most definitely is influenced by the Y chromosome. That is also a feature of a number of genetic conditions. Number three, your height. So yes, this is not 100% straightforward as far as how it is inherited, but they do say that the dad has heavy influence on height. So if you were short, blame your daddy's side of the family. If you were tall, blame your daddy's side of the family. Your heart health and even predispositions for cancer. Now let me tell y'all something. One thing that I always see in the clinic is that y'all don't go to the doctor, and that's crazy. So there can be a big influence on cardiovascular diseases and health based off of dad. And that's the same thing for certain types of cancer. For example, I know whenever I think of cancer syndromes, I think about the BRCA1 and 2 genes that the general population calls BRCA. And then when we looked at those, we think of breast cancer. Remember, breast cancer does not only happen in women, it can happen in males too. So yes, you need to look at both sides of your family if you're trying to figure out if there is a heightened risk of heart health and certain cancers. There are conditions that are passed down strictly from the Y chromosome. Remember, males only have a Y chromosome, so it's going to go from daddy to son, all the way down the family bloodline. Some of those features include like hair in the ears, I already said syndactyly, or even things like male infertility, or at least some type of fertility problems if they're not completely infertile. Last but not least, personality and behavior traits. So do you seem to have a child that's a risk taker? Go talk to his daddy. He may have been one also. Another thing I saw on here is, especially with personality, it could be like, are you an extrovert? You're an introvert? Do you talk a lot? Do you not talk a lot? And even it showed talents. For instance, maybe if you are musically inclined, is your father also? Again, I know this is not 100%, but it is pretty cool how you can see things running in the family, whether it is mama or in this case, daddy's side of the family. Guys, that is just a short list of things you can blame your father for. Here's a real world example. Yes, this is me, but also this is my daddy. As you can see, I can blame him for the size of my head. I have smaller eyes. That's from him. I am musically inclined. Okay, technically that's from both of them, my mom and daddy, but it's from my daddy. I did not get athletic talent, not fully. I had my own good career, and then it ended similar to my daddy's compared to my mama's. How I smile, I have my daddy and really my great grandmother's and great grandfather's crooked smile. My skin color, and also how I tan. It's quite interesting. Child, whatever else. Listen, my mama, her genes at first, they did not fight back. She had 3 children that looked exactly like my daddy. Now, I will say though, personality-wise, as I've gotten older and even facial features and all that, I'm definitely turning into my mother. So I ain't mad at it. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Happy Juneteenth. I know I definitely will be celebrating my daddy and telling him how I used to get bullied because of my big forehead that came from his side of the family. And now it's time for words of wisdom. So the last time we were in the words of wisdom, I know I said, use deodorant. Take a shower with soap, then use deodorant. I'm sad to say that everyone did not take heed. I smelled must a couple times. I smelled must. Not only did I do that, but people out here nasty. Did you know some people don't wash their hands? They go to the restroom, they do their business, and they just walk on up out of there. They don't wash their hands, nor do some people even attempt to cover their cough or their sneezes. So at this point, my word of wisdom is if you catch anyone, lock them up. If you catch anyone with any of those offenses, lock them up because they are a threat to our public safety and our public health. It's hard for me to breathe with you being stinky like that. It's hard for me to go about my day with knowing that you have likely not washed your hands in at least maybe 24 hours. Lock them up. That'll teach them. If the pandemic didn't teach them already, lock them up. I bet you. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And then if they still like that, leave them in there. Well, y'all, that's all I have for today. Yes, Deuce is here. Deuce is here. Don't worry about him. Y'all always look for Deuce. Where's Deuce? Where's Deuce? Where's Deuce O'Shea Barquavius? He is here. Okay, well taken care of. But in general, thank y'all for your continued support. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And if you have a topic that you would like me to cover, please let me know. Contact me. Otherwise, may God bless you, may He keep you, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. This is your granddaddy. This is your granddaddy. This is your granddaddy, your granddaddy, your granddaddy. Oh yeah, that's range. That is range. I am so talented. Speaking of granddaddies and daddies, Deuce, where is your daddy at?